Hey everybody, it's Ben the Coin Geek. Welcome to another review of women's Arizona basketball, brought to you by Old Pueblo Coin. If you have any coins or currency you need checked out, stop by Old Pueblo Coin, and also anything made out of gold or silver. The crew there will treat you right. I did not make the NAU game. I missed seeing Ari McDonald come through and say hi to everybody, unfortunately, so hopefully everyone had a good time there. Coach was very dissatisfied with the win. Her post-press conference was a whole lot of brimstone and fire. And, she's not happy when the team doesn't do what she wants to do, and that's her style, and I get it. But I'm here to talk mostly about this Northern Colorado game, a team that was, I believe, 5-1 coming in, playing against us, that had just beat Big East team, DePaul, at DePaul, and a pretty talented team. Well-balanced, interesting matchups. I think the matchups worked out for us pretty good. This is a team that played a lot of 6'2", 6'3" girls as three at a time sometimes, even though they all kind of played more of a forward position. They had some bigger guards. They played, I would say they played a little bully ball, but that's not really true. But there's a couple of them that noticeably had pretty good elbows. But all in all, they sat in a zone most of the game, which was interesting because, of course, as you look at a lot of teams, say, how do you break the zone? Well, you shoot threes and make them get out of the zone. That's assuming you want to get out of a zone, make the other defense play man-to-man. And what I saw last night was that Arizona doesn't need you to play man-to-man for us to score. They showed that they can be patient with the ball, move the ball well, attack from different places on the court. And really, I think the word of the day is depth. I mean, really, this team doesn't have, I think, anyone that's going to be, an All-American. But at the same time, they're all very competitive kids and a lot of different talents. And we've got some really nice depth. And it showed in a game where I think Noelani Cornfield was benched for the first quarter for discipline. I assume she didn't start, and she played 27 minutes starting at the 27 out of 30 minutes starting at the second quarter mark. So I assume that was coach's decision for something that happened internally. I get that. And she once again had a great game with 7 assists, and I think I'm going to start calling her the seamstress because I've never seen anyone thread a needle like her. Honest to goodness, for those of you who enjoy passing, you've really got to come to the U of A games and watch. I'm amazed at the fact that every single game I see her throw a pass that I think can't be done. And that just doesn't happen that often in basketball. If you play basketball, you can be pretty proud of a cool pass you make, once every 7 or 8 games. And my friends and I, we all saw her lining up for this pass where Purdue was going to cut back door, and there's 3 players in the way, and Purdue looked way behind the pass, and she wound up and threw it, and it was a beautiful assist. I don't even know if that came out on film or not, but it was quite the play. Arizona jumps out 16-13 after another slow start. Lots of missed layups again at the beginning of the game. Maybe a little bit of over-penetration. Our guards trying to score at the rim instead of letting Denia Trammell do it, who, by the way, once again, had just an incredible game. So she had 22 points in 22 minutes on 9 of 14 field goals with 4 rebounds and a block and a steal. Just solid all the way around. She's exciting to watch. And once again, she just goes out and does, which is super fun to see. And so we had MJ, 32 minutes, 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting, 6 rebounds. She's efficient when she's out there. Still feels like she has a lot of turnovers. They only give her 1 turnover, but that's okay. Molly Ladwig started. She had 12 minutes, 2 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of assists. Sumaya Sangapong, 27 minutes, 4 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. So she's affecting the game in lots of different ways. I know that her 2 for 8 shooting was a disappointment probably to her as much as anyone else, but the rest of those stat lines are really impressive. Interesting that I think Coach talked a little bit after the game about the growth of Michaela Purdue. I think that in the past she was options 1, 2, and 3 at some of the schools that she played at. And so for someone who is scoring 20-plus points a game right now, to come out and have 17 minutes, only go 1 for 2, which means she's not just shooting because she wants to shoot. That's actually a very interesting stat line. But 3 assists, And I think that was really a positive move forward for her, seeing her progress that way. Blessings, Adebanjo, number 14, 8 minutes, 6 points, and 3 rebounds. I mean, 8 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. Just being effective and efficient when she's on the court. Nora Francois only in for 7 minutes. Achola getting 4 minutes, 4 points, a rebound, and a block. This has been something that's been interesting to watch. A lot of teams we've played so far have been our size or smaller and have run, and so we haven't seen Achola as much as I think people would expect to see her at 6'7". And I still think that she should get a few more minutes just to get her out there, get her some game time. But the fans love seeing her on the court. Me too. I love seeing her out on the court. She did a really nice job, I felt like, out there in the few minutes that she had on the court. And we'll see what happens. We're going to need her. We're going to need her at times when we're playing against some really big players, even if she's just getting fouls. But by the rim, she's pretty effective. I mean, she got a pass into the post, and they had 3 girls swarm her and kind of jump on her, and she just ignored them and just made a little bucket, which was great. And I still think we could use her a little bit more out there on the court just to get her some practice and some minutes. Coach is still mostly running one true forward at a time, and then usually we'll have one of our taller guards play the 4 position, basically, who's either going to be MJ or Michaela Kitchen or Tanielle Welch, our little bit taller guards, playing either the 3 spot or the 4 spot and giving us a little bit of athleticism and some shooting. And what was super fun, of course, was I think, I don't know if you want to call her the player of the game, but Kitchen in 28 minutes, 16 points on 5 of 8 shooting, 4 for 6 from outside. A couple rebounds. They have her down for 1 assist. So what's still fun for me is when I first saw her play, I thought, actually I met her at the meet and greet, and I thought she's just going to be a shooter. She's going to be super aggressive, which is more like Michaela Purdue style. But she's so patient out there, and she showed again with a couple of really nice passes. She really waits for the game to come to her, and it's been fun to watch her progress. I really would love to see a combo out there where you've got Purdue and Welch, or Kitchen and Welch out there at the same time at the 3 and the 4, giving yourself some of that height, length, and speed and shooting all at the same time. And then you can pick the other 3 guards, of course, Cornfield out there. And then, anyways, it would be interesting to see that kind of combination. And Coach at times is going to have to use different combos, because one of the reasons we had so many different combinations out there is foul trouble. The game was heavily officiated. It was not, in my opinion, it wasn't officiated poorly. It was just there was a lot of calls, a couple double technicals going on, very interesting flow to the game in the second half where there's a ton of free throws. If there was really a sore spot for us, we shot 54% from the free throw line, 54 from the field, 56 from 3, and 58 from the free throw. That 58 from the free throw felt like it could have been a little bit better. I thought that they were never going to miss a free throw. Of course, they actually missed quite a few free throws. It just felt like they didn't miss any. I think they were 18 for 26, shooting 69%. So we get a couple other things. 45-33, we win the rebound battle against a team that really looked and felt like they should out-rebound us based on what we've seen so far. We had 22 assists on 32 shots, which is just fantastic. So it was really, in lots of ways, a very high-caliber game for us because the passing efficiency, the shooting efficiency, out-rebounding the other team, you kind of checked a lot of boxes in that game. And once again, the word of the day still for me is depth. The fact that we saw all kinds of lineups. I mean, there was every combination you could imagine was out there during that game, and the kids did a nice job communicating on defense, which is very difficult to do. Coach is one thing you'll see sometimes. Maybe you'll see Coach doing this up there, and she's telling her team to talk on defense. And I think that was definitely an emphasis for them this week in practice. You could really hear the girls on screens yelling switch and knowing when you're about to get hit. And so anyways, we've got a couple of games coming up this weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. Cal State Bakersfield at 2-4 with their wins over Wichita State and Omaha. Not looking like world beaters. Feels like after our 5-0 start here, it feels like this is a very winnable game. I think I had said with our 6 remaining games, I don't know how to handicap that now. I'm slightly more optimistic than I was when I started the preseason or the non-conference schedule here. But Cal State Bakersfield coming in Saturday, 6 p.m., and then next Wednesday, Southern. Southern is fascinating to me because I have no idea how good they are. They're 1-5, but so far their 5 losses are all to top 25 teams, including Washington, UCLA, Ole Miss, Iowa State, and Iowa. And that is scheduling tough right there. Going probably on the road for all 5 of those games to top 25 teams. So I will be fascinated to see what that Southern team actually looks like in person as they get to face off against a team that may be a little bit more of their speed. But we shall see. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving, if you didn't already, depending on when this video actually airs. And get out there and support the kids. It's a very fun group of kids, and I think that it's fun to watch a team of basketball players play like a team. All right, guys, until next time, we'll see you.